Hello, welcome to another episode of Stories of World War II Veterans. My name is Kayleen Reusser. I have interviewed 260 World War II vets and written 12 books about their stories. Each week, I will bring you one of those stories from my books. Today's story is from my book, which is book 3 in the World War II Legacies series. We gave our best. American World War II veterans tell their stories. And today's story will be about Dr. Justin Arata, who served in the Navy. Before I go any further, I want to say thanks to the veterans and our active military for their service to our country. We're so proud of you, and we really are appreciative of your service. For Dr. Justin Arata, the most significant part of serving in the Navy during World War II may have occurred after Japan surrendered. Born in 1921 in Mishawaka, Indiana, Arata tried to enlist for military service while attending Indiana University at Bloomington, but he was deferred. That changed when the war began. Then they needed medical personnel, he said. Arata was drafted into service as part of the Naval Medical Corps. Arata was assigned to Naval Hospital Oakland in California with 6,600 beds. It was the second largest military hospital in the world, the largest being San Diego with 9,000 beds. Upon graduating in 1944 from the Medical Corps, Arata was put in charge of a ship with 18 sick beds. When the war ended in 1945, Arata and thousands of other troops continued to serve during the occupation. On July 1st of 1946, Arata left from Hawaii on the ship the USS Pensacola, nicknamed the Gray Ghost by Japanese propagandist Tokyo Rose. Destination, Bikini Atoll. Located in the center of the Pacific, Bikini's lagoon was the crater of an old sunken volcano. Surrounding the lagoon were numerous obsolete destroyers, subs, merchant ships, cruisers, and battleships. They had been designated as targets for our atomic bomb testing, said Arata. The testing's official name was Operation Crossroads. The first atomic bomb was exploded over the USS Nevada. The battleship served in both world wars, including Pearl Harbor when the Japanese attacked. After being hit by a torpedo and bombs and sinking, it was salvaged and served as a convoy escort in the Atlantic and as support in 4 Allied invasions. I was in charge of placing radiation monitors above and below the main deck of the Pensacola, said Arata. Everyone in the operation was evacuated to troop ships stationed 18 miles upwind of the lagoon. We were ordered to turn our heads against the targets so our eyes would not be damaged by the flash of the bomb, he said. When the bomb exploded, seamen were allowed to follow the mushroom-shaped cloud that formed. It was a beautiful sight, said Arata. Pink, baby blue, and orange streaks interspersed within the cloud as it rose higher and higher. Military personnel waited 2 days to assess damages and collect radiation monitors on the Pensacola. Damage was great, said Arata. Our stacks, boilers, and radar aerials were all nearly blown off. Anti-aircraft guns were dislodged, the hull was twisted, and waterproof door to the wardroom was pushed in. Visitors to the area after the explosion included military officials from Russia and Bulgaria. I thought it was a good thing that they saw the damage, he said. They would realize there was no protection against an atom bomb. Radioactivity persisted aboard the Pensacola, and in 1948 she was sunk off the coast of Washington. 2 weeks later, the U.S. Navy conducted a second atomic bomb test, this time underwater with the bomb suspended from a small craft. We were anchored 9 miles upwind, said Arata. We could watch it with our eyes turned toward the target. It had the appearance of a 14-inch gun shooting straight up in the air. The colors were black and orange, and another mushroom cloud billowed as it rose high. Following the testings, Arata was discharged from the Navy. However, as he had resigned his commission a few days short of 21 months of service, he was drafted for the Korean War. Arata joined the Army Air Corps, and he and his family moved to Bermuda for 18 months. NATO had a big presence in Bermuda at that time, he said. It was a tracking station for the moon. World officials visited, including Queen Elizabeth, Winston Churchill, and Dwight D. Eisenhower. After being discharged from the Army Air Corps in 1954, Dr. Arata worked at the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota and in Fort Wayne before retiring. His brother, Louis Arata, served in the Navy on the USS Cassin Young, which saw action at Iwo Jima. "We all did what was necessary during the war," said Arata, Dr. Justin Arata. "Every GI complained about it, and yet we were proud to serve our country." That's taken from my book, We Gave Our Best, American World War II Veterans Tell Their Stories. This is book 3 in my World War II Legacies series about Dr. Justin Arata, who served in the Navy. Again, my name is Kayleen Reusser. Thank you for listening today. Please subscribe, leave a comment, ring the bell, tell others about this place where they can go and hear amazing stories about our amazing veterans. We live in a great country, and I'm hoping to spread the patriotism I feel. All right, thank you. Take care, and we'll see you next week.